And I'm Georgie.
And we're the Happy Vegan Couple.
Well, you guys, it's kind of cold. It's winter time here in Tucson. It's only 61, but that's not that cold. I'm sure it's a lot colder where you are. But anyway, what we have for you today is split pea soup to warm your body up. And look at that. Look at the color of those green split peas. So anyway, Denise has got some information that Dr. Greger has said about split peas and other beans and stuff, legumes, if you want to say something.
Well, you know, split peas, like all legumes, are so wonderful for your body. You know, first of all, the split peas falls into the category of both vegetable and protein. They're also carbs. So those of you who are like so afraid to eat carbs, I hope you will dismiss that thought completely. These are complex carbs, and complex carbs are absolutely wonderful for your body, right? Now, one of the main reasons they're so good is because of the fiber that's in that. And you know, fiber does wonderful things for your body. It helps lower cholesterol. It also is great for your digestion because it helps that food just go in and out. And lately, actually, I just watched Dr. Greger, you know, on his treadmill doing a Q&A, and I learned something new about fiber, Georgie, that I didn't even know before. So first time I'm going to share it. Not only is fiber good for your digestive system, but it also is really good for your gut flora. Now, you know how everybody keeps talking about your, you know, your gut biome, and you want to have your bacteria be in the right balance. Well, your good bacteria in your gut feeds on fiber.
Wow.
So in order to feed that good bacteria, you need the fiber. And that's why you want to eat your beans and legumes and your whole grain carbs. So those are really all good things for you.
And you know, Greger says that we should have 3 servings a day. Well,
of the beans or the legumes, right?
The beans and legumes. And well, a half a cup is a serving. With our soup, 1 cup of it is half of 3/4 or 2/3 of your servings already. So
right.
There you go.
And then I want to share something with you, of course, from Dr. Greger's book, because it's really important, again, for all of us to understand why the fiber is so important. And I want to read this to you about legumes too. This is about legumes in particular. So he says, the most comprehensive analysis of diet and cancer ever performed was published in 2007 by the American Institute for Cancer Research. Sifting through some 500,000 studies, 9 independent research teams from around the globe created a landmark scientific consensus report reviewed by 21 of the top cancer researchers of the world. Okay, so you've got the heavy brain power right here.
21.
What did they say? One of their summary cancer prevention recommendations is to eat whole grains and or legumes, which can be beans, split peas, chickpeas, or lentils, with every meal. Not every week or every day, but every meal. So that's what the top cancer researchers are telling you. So again, if you're stuck on this idea that you should not eat carbs, you are going to be promoting your body state to promote the growth of cancer if you don't take in those complex carbs and you don't get the fiber you need. So anyways, we hope you'll like this dish. It's really good, and it's just chock full with nutrition.
And you think about it, 1.5 cups is not much. You know, you get a salad with some garbanzo beans on it, there you go.
Yeah, and you know, the other thing about our split peas is there's protein in it. There's a good source of protein in it, and then you get all the nutrients, you know, that are just in the split peas itself, all the other minerals and potassium. I mean, there's just chock full of stuff. So anyways, we ready to get to the...
Let's get going, and we'll start cooking on this split pea soup.
Okay, it's gonna be good. See you after.
Okay. Okay, everyone, let's get started on this green split pea soup that the Happy Vegan Couple is going to add to their menus from now on. I have 1 cup of green split peas, rinsed and cleaned already. I have a half a cup of yellow onion, half a cup of carrots. These are going to be chopped up. Half a cup of celery. I have about 1.5 cups of organic red potatoes, 2 large cloves of garlic, which we're going to be grating up, 1 tablespoon of paprika, a half a teaspoon of salt and pepper. Okay, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to show you how to cut this onion. I got the onion in half already. A medium onion is about 1.5 cups. So I'm going to cut the skin off of the top. Hope you can see this. Take that first layer because it's always tough.
You know, Georgie, I don't know why it is, but I always have trouble remembering the proper way to cut an onion.
Okay. The whole onion, which is right here. You're going to cut the edges off, the ends, I'm sorry, just like that. Peel the skin off of it. You're going to cut it in half, you're going to have here. So then you're going to start on one end of it, holding the onion down, and just slide it like that. Put it back together. You want to try to keep it together as much as you can. Start on one end, holding the other end like this. Careful of your fingers.
There you go. Nice minced onion.
Turn it on its side, get the rest of it. Okay, there's the onion. Carrot, I've already peeled it, cut the ends of it off. With the carrot that I'm using, all the soup is going to be blended, so all we have to do is cut it in small pieces. There's your carrot. Celery. Cut the stick in half. I cut the ends, there's a big wide piece, I cut that off. Go ahead and cut it in half, and then I'll cut down the center, like that. Same thing here. Kind of make it about the same size, get these small pieces. Here we go. Always protect your fingers. Potatoes. These are pretty small, so I'll just cut them in half. This one maybe in quarters.
And what are we using? Some little red potatoes? Or
These
what?
are Russian potatoes from Sprouts. They're organic, they're a red potato, they got a buttery flavor. Okay, my garlic, I've got 2 cloves, pretty large size. You got to cut the ends of it off first. Then you peel the skin that's on it, just like your onion. Okay, no more skin. Now on my grater, I take the smaller part. You can see there, it's got the larger there, the smaller on the side. And I just go up and down.
And you don't hurt your fingers doing that, huh?
No, doesn't cut. Okay, chopped garlic. Okay, all those are all my ingredients. Let's take a pause. We'll go over to the stove and we'll put it together.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay, everyone, let's get started on cooking this split pea soup here. I got my pan on medium high. Actually, it's a little bit higher. It's been on there for about 3 minutes to get it hot and sizzling. What I do is I'll dip my finger in a little bit of water and drip it on there. You can't hear it, but it is sizzling. The first thing I'm going to do is add my carrots, my onions, and my celery. What we're going to do is a dry saute here with hot water, with just little bit of water, no oil, nothing else, no vegetable broth. It's all going to be dry. So this is going to take about 5 minutes. So you can see that it's in there. It's starting to sizzle.
Right. Yeah.
So this is going to take about 5 minutes. I'll come back and then we'll add the rest of this and we'll get it going.
So
Okay?
Georgie, the way you're going to do it though is you're going to just keep stirring it, right?
Right. I keep stirring it, and if the vegetables start sticking a little bit, I'll add a little bit of water to it and stir it around.
Right, but just a tiny bit of water.
Just a tiny bit. You don't want to flood them or anything. And as long as you keep stirring them out every 30 seconds, 40 seconds, everything is going to be fine.
And how do you know when they're done?
Just like when you saute them in water or something, they'll turn translucent.
The onion.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is about 5 minutes long to do this.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, everyone, this is my saute's already done. You can see the onions are a little translucent in there. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my split peas, which is 1 full cup of rinsed split peas. Oops. It's been a few minutes they've been sitting here. Oh my goodness. We've got to stick together.
How about that? I didn't know that would happen.
Okay. My potatoes, garlic, one tablespoon of paprika, half of salt and half teaspoon of pepper, and I have 5 cups of water.
Yeah, we just neglected to say in the beginning that how much water.
As far as the ingredients,
yeah,
yes.
5 cups.
Okay.
Filtered water.
Now I'm going to stir this up, and I'm going to put it on high to get it boiling. Once it goes to boiling, I'm going to turn it down to a medium boil for 30 minutes. And what I'm going to show you here is the recipe calls for to have the lid at an angle. If you can see this, Denise, it's pretty well wide open. So if you take a little piece of tin foil and fold it up a little bit, you can put it on the edge, and you can adjust how much vapor you want to come out. You can see how it's getting smaller, and I think that's about right there, about 1/8 of an inch. That's why I'm going to boil it on a medium high.
And Georgie, why do we want to leave the lid open just a tiny bit?
Well, that's what this recipe calls for. It's just to release some steam. So I just don't feel that you want to release too much because it takes longer to cook your split peas.
Right.
So the more moisture you leave in there, the better. And if you have it with a crack like that, you're not going to have a boil over.
Okay. And I just want to mention, we did put salt in, right?
Right.
Because I like a little salt, but for people who are on a salt-restricted diet, they can just leave that out.
Sure, sure.
And they might want to stick in a no salt type of seasoning to give them that flavor if they enjoy that.
Sure. So this is going to take 30 minutes to cook, and we'll come back about in the middle of it, and I'll show you how it's progressing.
Okay, Georgie.
Okay? Okay, everyone, my soup's been cooking about 20 minutes. The split peas are about halfway cooked. I'm going to stir it. I haven't put any water back in here. So let's go ahead and do this for another 20 minutes. I'll put the lid back on with my aluminum foil, and we'll be back and check on it in 20 minutes. Okay, everyone, it's been cooking about 40 minutes now. You can see I'm going to have to add some moisture. It's going to take another 20 minutes to cook. So I'm going to put about 1.5 cups of water. I've got very hot water here. Oh, about right there. We're going to bring it back to a boil. It's boiling already because I used a hot aroma. So we're going to use my little trick here with the aluminum foil. Cover it back up. You can see I only got a little bit of area there. Put it back on medium. Be back in about 20 minutes. It should be done.
And how will you know when it's done, Georgie?
The split peas should fall apart.
Okay.
Okay?
See you in a bit.
Okay. Okay, everyone, it's been cooking about 50 minutes. I want to show you real quick what I mean when the beans are, when the split peas are cooked. If you push them against the side of the pan, they'll squish, so that means that they're done. So like I said, this cooked for 50 minutes and I added another cup of water to it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out 1 cup of the mixture so that I have some kind of texture to it. Because what I'm going to do with the rest of it now is I'm going to take an immersion blender and I'm going to blend it up. Or you can put it in your blender at home just to make it real smooth. So we're going to go ahead and do this. It'll take a few minutes.
And of course, you want to make sure you don't get that blender on the bottom of your pot. You don't want to scratch it.
Yeah, let's keep it above it. Okay, this is all nice and smooth. Take this out. invention, an immersion blender. So easy to clean up too. Okay, and I add what I took out back to the mixture. Mix it up. Okay, this is what it looks like. Let's come back and I'll put it in a bowl and we'll give it a taste test.
All right.
Okay? Okay, everyone, there it is. Enough for a couple nights. Gonna give it a little bit of taste test. I put some watercress on top just to make sure, make it a little prettier. So let's give it a taste. Just like down home cooking. It's a little bit of an orange color because of the carrots. But other than that, it just tastes just like split pea soup. Great. I love that little bit extra texture. Okay, let's wrap this up here and we'll come back in a second.
All right, folks, so we've got this great little comfort food soup for you with all that great fiber, protein, complex carbs, feed that good gut bacteria for you. We hope you enjoy it, and until next time, I'm Denise.
And I'm Georgie.
And we're the Happy Vegan Couple. Go plant-based. Recipe coming up next and will be posted separately both on the Facebook page and on YouTube. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Enjoy your holiday season. Bye.